Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so like I said I would do on the way home, I would do a video. Try to make it make sense in regards to having it upload and then being able to use the same amount of time to do the second video. So this all worked out. I'm on my way home, and probably the exact amount of time I would need for all of that to work out. So everything is working out, man. Can't complain, just don't want to get by a car. So let me hurry my butt up, get across this damn street. But nevertheless, man, the therapy session went well. We didn't have a session. It wasn't that. He was assigning me a therapist and assigning me a caseworker, and I'll be coming back next Thursday at 9 o'clock to meet with the therapist, and then in that same building at 11 o'clock to meet with the caseworker. So nothing expressed, no problems talked through, nothing at all worth talking about. In that regard, we just signed paperwork. And as I told you, they're gonna try to wean me off of weed and into medication. And I already know they know that I don't want medication, but I also know that they want me on it. So let's just put that out there right now. I'm letting everybody know I'm not open to that in any way, and I know why they want me on medication. It ain't to make me healthy, it's to make them money. And so we can go a route that doesn't allow for that. I don't think it'll be necessary anyway. I find that pill medication doesn't even work for me in most situations, no matter what it is. My mother's body didn't take well to medication, and neither does mine, so I will live without it and be good. Anyway, a lot of things worked out, as I briefly told y'all in the last therapy session. Actually, it wasn't brief. I made the whole therapy session about that, but the word is that they are not sending sheriffs out to serve evictions at this time, which is a fantastic blessing for me. But of course, I gave y'all the devil's advocate, I guess, side of things, because it just seems to me a little bit that it would be a good thing to do when you see that you benefit greatly for something, but you also see where it doesn't really work for everybody. So that's kind of what that is. I always try to respect that we live in a world where some can succeed, others must not, and that is something I always try to work into my equation as I grow as a person, and trying to combat energies such as jealousy and a lack of compassion and things like that. I think it's somewhere nestled in here, in this kind of conversation, where you look at what benefits you and you ask the right questions in regards to others. And when you do that, it allows everyone to understand that when it's your turn to not so benefit, maybe someone else can apply that same thing, and maybe you can get a little bit to eat when it's not necessarily anybody's favor for you to do so. So that's what I'm here to say, man. I want to do that. I want to think that way. I want to live that way. I want to be happy that way. And I also want to be able to benefit from whatever's supposed to come my way. And if we're not looking for more advanced solutions so that more people can benefit from some succeeding, I think we will really be getting somewhere as humanity evolves. We'll really be doing something. I'm watching in sports, we're getting bigger, faster, stronger, but are we growing wiser? Seems like we're getting backwards in that one. So that's why I always say, yo, I'm benefiting from this. This is great, but is this right for everybody? Is this right? Is there a better way for me to get what I need so that others don't have to suffer whatever it is that they shouldn't be? Those are questions I think it's worth asking. And we need to teach our kids how to ask them questions too, so that they don't have some of the problems that we automatically just ultimately run into because we don't even think this way from person to person to person. We just assume that once we get everything we're supposed to have, we're supposed to gloat, and then others are supposed to be jealous. And there's ways to fight that. There's ways to fight that. That jealousy isn't harmless. You know what I mean? And you can help and make it so that others can eat while you eat. There are ways you can benefit while others. You know what I mean? You have to want that. You have to see where you're not satisfied being the only person to benefit from whatever the conversation may be, whether this is a great example of it or not so. It's the application of, can we do better for everyone? I need more here. I need more of that in this world. We need more of that. So that's what it is, man. I'm thankful for the things are working out for me in this way, but they will work out for me even better once my life has that foundation that ultimately I haven't provided for myself. And so that foundation is coming, and it's going to start with this process here that I'm working on, and hopefully from within it we can start helping others get where they need to go, so that the same things that have been afforded to me in regards to sacrifice, people working things out so that I can benefit, can also be applied to others in that same vein. It means a lot. Gotta make it happen. So that's the thought, man. I'm gonna go back home, try to appreciate the fact that I don't have to worry about the sheriffs coming right now, and try to make myself useful in this process, so that I don't find myself in a position where I'm just waiting for things to get worse anymore. I'm tired of that. I'm about ready to initiate things getting better. So whatever that looks like, I'm about to meditate on it and do it. Literally do it. Yeah, you know, the latest thing for me is to learn about how to turn my art into NFTs, as we were talking about. I did a little homework on that last night, as my boy T gave me the link to one of the bigger sites in regards to that. I can't think of the name of it, but I did homework on it. And it's a fairly complicated process for novices. It's just like anything else. Once you get used to it, click there, click there, click there, click here, merge this, merge that, you got it. So I just need to learn what the hell those things are, and I'll get it. But the tutorial doesn't seem like it's too many complicated steps. It's just very expensive. You got to buy Ethereum, and you got to get yourself exchanged over here, and then you got to merge this money with that money, and then it's a lot of crypto garbage that they need to simplify. And so I'm pretty sure as we advance in that way, they will. And let me put this out there. If what you're doing is too complicated for the stupid, there's an evolution in your method that needs to be found within you to simplify what it is that you're doing. So what needs to be said to all the super geniuses out there: there is a talent and a level of intellect that comes with simplifying things. And if you can't do that, you still got searching to do. You still got searching to do. If you cannot simplify the complicated, the job isn't done. That's what I want to say to everybody, because it's been a lot of appreciation handed to those who can understand the complicated, but the majority of people are not able to. You see what I'm saying? Like the things that are most complex, I'm happy you're smart enough to do it, fam. I'm happy that you're smart enough to put 170 different characters in one spot and then do all kinds of variations of different things. But I'm telling you, if you can't make it 1 + 1 = 2 for the stupid people, then you're not as smart as you need to be. That's it. The end. And that needed to be said. I've been thinking that my entire life. Yo, why are people celebrating the complexities of life? I don't want to celebrate things being 100 times harder than they have to be. Work on making things easier if possible. If possible. If possible. That should be one of the main focuses. To set up my NFT, I gotta go this. Like, wait a minute. Hell nah. It's 2023. Why the hell I got so many different things I gotta do? Things are getting harder. You know, when I had back in the day, when you had a phone, all you gotta do is just spin the little thingy, number this, spin, number that, spin. Then they got to the buttons. Now all of a sudden we're getting more buttons. And then we get to this pressing on glass, and now it's more complicated than ever. It's like, yo, we're getting better at doing what we need to do, but we're getting worse at making it simple. We're heading backwards in that aspect of our evolution. They're adding more buttons and make it more complex. In the video games, just like I was a kid. First we started out with 2 buttons and a joystick. And then 4 buttons. And they got the top buttons. Then you got the side. It's like, wait a minute. As we go forward, things are getting harder and more complicated? Isn't that the opposite of evolution? Isn't that the very essence of going backwards in that way? Nah, it is. It most definitely is. Make the complex more simple. And that's only for those of us who are super geniuses out there working on complicated things, and then be satisfied and then present to the public something that you need a PhD to understand, and then sit there like it's simple. I can't tell you how many times I tried to do certain things technology wise, where I'm sitting there like, yo, I need to take a class to just understand how to do this, and they'll sit there and look at you like you're supposed to get it. Fam, you got like 170 different steps you got to take just to do this shit you want to do. Simplify it. You're smart enough to make it that hard, make it simple. So that needed to be said, man. We live in a world where people like making things complicated and then sit back and fold their arms and wait for people who are not as smart to figure it out. Hell no, you're the smart one. Make it easier for us. Enough of this. So yeah, that's something that need to be said, man. That's been on my heart my whole life. My whole damn life. Sitting in classrooms trying to learn algebra. And first of all, God bless my algebra teacher. I could never understand her because she had such a heavy Armenian accent. So I took her class 2 years in a row, couldn't understand a damn thing. It's like, yo, why is this stuff getting harder, yo? Shouldn't as I progress in school, shouldn't it be more easier for me to understand the curriculum? Shouldn't it be, I don't know, but that is on my mind. Simplify the most difficult, please. All of it. Anything. If it has to be simplified, make it so, man. That's all I'm asking. So, yeah, that's what's on my mind. It's been a good day thus far. I'm almost home. I don't think it's even noon yet. My phone's likely going to die sooner than later because I've been kind of using the Google Maps to try to get around, obviously. I know where I'm at now, so that's a good thing. I'm on my side of town. Probably another 20 minutes from home, but y'all know how it is when I walk these streets. It's just a walk at this point. But kind of wanted to get myself some wings, and I was over there by the train station to check to see how far Wingstop was. Like 6-minute walk, but it's a 6-minute walk that away. So if I'm walking that away, that means I got a 12-minute walk to walk back with wings in my hand. As bad as I would love to eat that way, I know it's just gonna hurt me in more ways than not. It really is. Walk all the way home with bad food only to take the calories that were burnt in the walk home and put them right back on the body. This is what it is. As much as I enjoy Wingstop, I'm honestly not even sure my body can even digest the garlic that I liked anymore. Garlic Parmesan. Last I checked, my body was newly allergic to garlic. I gain a new allergy every 3 months, it seems. Kid you not. That's why I eat the way I eat. Because I can't digest nothing without trouble. So it's one of those situations where sometimes I want to do a cheat meal, but then find out that what's in the meal I can't eat anymore. Stuff that I would eat every single time I get a chance. Now my body rejected it fully. But I just adjust, man. It's adjustments. That's why it's like, even though I look a little younger than I am, when people start finding out what's all going on, it's like, yeah, nigga, you're every bit of 38 or 39 years old. 39 in 2 weeks, but every bit of that. So it just is what it is, man. I would love to be able to digest normal meals, go out there and be a foodie, because I really do have a heart for eating however, whatever. But at the end of the day, I think for me, it's just about making dang sure that I respect my metabolism is trash, and that any meal I eat, any lazing around I do, 3-4 days, it's gonna put fat on my body that has to be worked off with a lot of effort. And so because I have that type of metabolism, I just gotta look at my allergy issues as a blessing in disguise, forcing me to eat properly, thus keeping me in shape. Because otherwise I would be eating like everybody wants to eat, probably. And even though I talk all about how I wouldn't, sometimes I still crave those foods. Sometimes I still crave garbage. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and accept the fact that it's the only way I'm gonna be able to eat pretty much for the rest of my life, as far as I can tell. That's how it's gonna be. Oatmeal, canned veggies rather, and rice. Like, that's it. Anything else is a problem, I promise you. Anything else. So that's kind of where we're at. Just adjusting to whatever the Lord gives me, appreciating the blessings as they come, because there's plenty of those. And hopefully I can turn myself into somebody very successful so I can have an easier path managing all of this crap. That's really part of it too. So that's what it is, man. 14 minutes in. This ain't gonna be no elaborate therapy session. I ain't have too much to say. I'm not in the preacher mood right now. If anything, I'm just looking forward to adjusting to what I don't have to worry about anymore, which doesn't feel normal, because I've been in constant worry for about 5 months now. Truth be told, I don't think worry has ever really stopped being present in my life at all. So for me to have all of these different things, from my finances, my grandfather and my uncle helping me out a little bit, to not having to worry about a buck there in that way for right now, to the sheriff situation and not having to really worry about that right now, to having a buyer on my art confirming that I probably can go pro, All of this stuff is happening in a matter of a couple days. Getting my therapy session situation, stressing over how I was going to get there, getting back, no problem. Groceries and things that I've been worrying about in regards to having them slow down on my payments with that bull crap they did last month. Remember I told y'all? They told me that they wanted me to send in my SARS on the 5th, and they sent me the information on the 6th. So it's one of those situations where I just look back and I say, okay, it's fine, man. It's literally fine. Because what I'm thinking is, because y'all made that mistake, it allowed me to set up for GR. Because y'all made that mistake, I'm also going to have to pay for my groceries this week and next week because they ain't going to replenish it. Well, no, they're going to replenish it on the 7th, but I had to buy my groceries yesterday. So all of that stuff got straightened out. I was able to get it at a discount. All these different little things that I've been worrying about in regards to money. And so it's so much, man, on my plate. And the Lord is kind of just pulling the rug away from every one of those things to where I'm not left with anything to worry about, which is amazing. But I got to teach myself how not to. I had to teach myself how to stay balanced in regards to that. I got to teach myself how to keep feeling that urgency that I've been feeling for the last 5 months. I had to leave the house every day because I had to condition myself for what was ahead. So these are the things that are now in place that don't have to necessarily be no more, at least for the short term. And I still need to keep those practices up just the same, because the reason why I wasn't able to have control over my life is because I keep on letting things get bad, keep on allowing things to get their worse, only to find myself unhappy about it and needing to hurry up and do something. You know, it's like I coerce myself into those struggles every time. So it's like this day, or I wake up for the first time this year and not really have as much to worry about. I want to do what I gotta do, and I don't think I have that direction in mind at the moment. I don't think so. I know I don't want to go the security route and go back to work. I know that, and I'm certain of that. I definitely want to push my art thing. So the key is to keep doing that. My colors should be at the house right now. If they aren't going to be there now, they'll be arriving today. All of the stuff that I ordered on Temu, so I get to make new art. New papers should be coming. So that's what it is. Can't wait to see what's coming, and I can't wait to get to work on my art. That's basically it. Make some pieces that somebody would want. Make some pieces that I too believe in. Make less pieces that I'm not so much intent on making public, I guess is what I'll say to y'all. You know, do less doodle work and more intent on making real pieces each time. And so we'll see how that pans out, but that's where my mind is, man. Just appreciative of the blessings and still looking for the Lord to help me figure out what the hell to do next. So yeah, that's what I got to say, man. It's on my heart. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves, whatever path or walk you're on right now. Hope if you're at work today, hope it's going well. If you're picking your kids up from school or something like that, I hope they had a great day too. Everything we're praying for here is that everybody's lives go exactly how they're supposed to be from day to day to day. So that's what I got in the air for you. Hopefully it all works out, and apply that faith, man. As I told you guys many times, watch what the Lord is doing around me, because that's the point. Watch what he's doing. You see how he made it so that the sheriffs ain't coming, in theory, even though they could. But like, what were the odds of that happening while I'm going through this? What was the odds of them saying, yo, hey, everyone who happens to be getting evicted, don't worry about it? They've never said that in my entire life. But when I'm getting evicted, that's when it happens. I'm telling y'all. He don't do this stuff because he loves me more. He's doing this stuff because I'm showing y'all that he's real. I believe that. I truly believe that. And every little coincidence, God-blessed coincidence, that happens to fall in my favor, it ain't nothing but an example of why faith should be applied by you. And you see what I go through. You see how he comes through for me. It's like, man, if ever there was a need to believe, it's people like us. You know, whoever we are, you and I, we need to believe. Just look at what God is showing you through this camera. Whether I'm right or wrong, look at what he's doing around me. The proof is in the actions. It's like they say, actions speak louder than words. Look at the actions around me. Throughout all the courses of these therapy sessions where things were horrible and then got better, or horrible and then he came through with a miracle, or horrible and then I had to find something in myself that I didn't think was there to do. It's all faith, man. It's all God. I can't tell you. Throughout the course of these therapy sessions, you're going to see real actions going on in my life that have to do with me just sitting back and hoping something works out, and it just happens to after playing a prayer or two, or saying, yo, everybody needs to believe in God, or however I do it, with the intention of asking him to do these things in my life so that you will see them, so that you'll see it. Because it's testimony that gives me faith, man. It's the hearing people's stories that gave me faith. It's seeing him work like this in other people's lives that gave me the strength to say, you know what, this is the way I want to go. Seeing that supernatural action in somebody's life when they think something gonna go bad, and then boom, it goes right. It's like it ain't even supposed to go right. Nothing on paper telling me the situation gonna work out. And yet, miracle come out of heaven right there, boom, there you go. It's like, wait a minute. So you trying to tell me none of this stuff I was worried about, I had to worry about it all? None of it? All that time you told me to relax and not worry. All those times, it was fine, for real? And if you look at how it played out, that's exactly what it was. All of the different times I was worried about, every single thing I was worried about over the last 5 months, it came down to nothing at all. They not coming. They not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is basically what faith is all about, because I had no confirmation of anything being positive in my life. I applied faith, I applied God, and the end of the road, at the end of the process of what it was, the faith was the better predictor than the doubt. I keep telling y'all, every time. It's always a better predictor. It always has a better scope of the realities of circumstances. Faith sees better. And that's what I'm here to tell y'all. Even though faith is the one you got to apply that looks kind of funny, it's actually got a better calculator in its hand. It knows better. Its clock works more precise. And you live 39 years and you try it one way, it don't work. You try it the other way and it does. Then you just understand that's what it is. You can try to make sense of it, but it's not even about that. It's just how the universe works, man. It's just how God works. So that's what I got to say, man. My name is BDF 44. Thank you all for watching.